What's up, my favorite traders? So, god dang, today another really slow day in the market. I think today was probably one of the slowest days in August. We only have one gapper over, clearly over 40%, and that's PBTS, which is a disaster in and of itself, which I'm going to talk about as well in this video. And actually, we'll start off talking about the day trades. It's going to be very quick, the day trades today, because it was just an awful market, and I didn't really get so aggressive, and I kind of let them all chill. But what I do really want to talk about in this video, as the title says, is 3 of my swing trades, one of which is CLOV, which if you guys are in the Discord, you already know I closed out that position. We have another one, Swift, SFT, and then another one, OTLY, OTLY, which I want to be looking for potential entry. So I want to talk about those 3 trades mostly in this video. So first of all, let's go to the Discord. Let's go to the trading screen and then move really quickly along and then go right into the day trading recap so we can go to the swing trades. And if you just want to skip ahead to the swing trades, remember timestamps are always below in this video. So, okay, we had PBTS. This is our lead gapper. Now, as a trader, we have as a day trader, as a trend follower, as a momentum trader, we don't really care about the news. We don't really care about so much going on with the company, right? It is good to know where the warrants maybe sit. So you want to sometimes go through some filings. It is kind of good to know how big the float is so you can expect how quickly it might move. Sometimes the short ratios is somewhat important, but these are all like kind of secondary things. They're really not that important. The one thing that is all holy and mighty and our only God, because yes, day traders follow monotheism. Anyway, we believe in one God and one God only, and that is price. And what I did today a little bit wrong was I didn't follow the teachings of the God. I mean, I was listening to too many other things. And if that doesn't make sense, let me quickly break it down. This is a Chinese ticker, one red flag. I have my biases towards Chinese tickers because sometimes what the restrictions they get with the SEC, and God forbid I'm in a trade when one of these tickers is getting some sort of halted restriction. Second thing, crypto mining in China is banned. This is a Chinese crypto mining company. I was like, there's no way this company is going to be the lead gapper today. So I came in with biases. Although all that stuff just isn't that important. Unfortunately, that kind of messed me up a little bit today on PBTS. I'm down on this one. I'm up on XBIO and I'm up on CNFR. Now, mind you, these are the end of day prices, so I was down much more and then I was up much more, and somehow the day just ended pretty much flat, down $6. Crazy. This is pretty rare when this happens. Obviously, you guys can check out the portfolio on your own time if you want. It's the unlimited portfolio, and you can check out all the portfolio stats on your own time. You can check out each one of my trades, each one of my posts, yada yada, all that fun stuff on your own time. That's not really what we want to focus on in this video. I will briefly go through each one. Starting with PBTS, as you can see with this ticker, we had an aggressive extended hours move. Then it started consolidating. Usually I don't trade this consolidation range stuff, but the reason I did over here is because it looked like we're going to go back to the front side, but it failed. And then, here I was so reluctant to jump on this ticker, and it ended up being the best move. It was a 25% rally. So what I should have been doing, buying into this breakout, averaging into this pullback, averaging into this potential breakout, probably taking profits at the break of 2, and then I tried to do another breakout trade here, a pullback trade, and I missed my fill. I was chasing it with my like 4, 5, 6, 7,000 shares that I tried to get long. The whole time I was chasing it, I only got 50 shares entry, and then somewhere in this area I just couldn't get myself to chase it anymore because I was like, this ticker is so sketchy. And it did flush a few times, and now it's really selling off, but this could have been the big winner, and it was unfortunate that somehow I ended up red on it. XBIO, another ticker that was popping up today, had a quick move here, consolidated, bought some pullbacks, bought some, try to sell into the rips, but I don't know. This ticker I was about to buy in this area, looking for a break of 4 or 5, but I knew it's August, it's a slow month, and I said this in the Discord as well. This is not the time to trade those it could maybe do it kind of moves. In a hot market, you go for it, but not in this market. Good thing I didn't trade this because whack, I would have been super red today. So that was good. And then CNFR, this is the ticker that somehow made me green, or somehow I was green on this ticker still around the day. I wrote this in the Discord as well. I was like, okay, CNFR is in a range. I didn't draw out the lines, but it was a pretty obvious range. And I was like, buy near the low of the range and sell into the pop. That's pretty much what I said. I did do that myself, but I sold too soon. If I just held a little bit longer on this one, it could have been all I needed to be green today. But, in the end, I was scraping the barrel, looking for something, and I was in my own way, taking profits too quickly and not getting aggressive soon enough. Is there a trend going on here? Because I feel like I'm saying the same thing now every day. I don't know what it is. I'm not getting aggressive enough. I really don't know. Anyway, let's go to the tickers that I actually want to talk about today, and let's zoom out a little bit more here. So there's 3 things I did. And again, you guys have access to this portfolio. If you're ever like, Alex, where are these portfolios you're always talking about? My profile is tradejournal.co/Winkler. And then you just scroll down and you can see all of my portfolios. My swing trade, all of these are public portfolios except my crypto portfolio. So the unlimited portfolio is the day trading. The swing trading portfolio is obviously the swing trading. And the 25K challenge, I don't touch anymore. That one we finished in July. Was that last year? No, it was this year. Anywho, not so important. Actually, no, that was last year, 2020. Yeah, wow, time flies. Okay, scrolling back down to the swing trade portfolio. So which one do we start with? Let's start with a big lesson from Swift. This one I closed out yesterday. So let's go to our IRA portfolio and then go to SFT. This one, the reason I want to talk about this one is because it's actually been one of my longest swing trades ever. And I did something on this trade that I say I want to do all the time, but I always forget to do. And now on my short trades, so this is one of my longest swing trades, but my trades that I'm looking for like really a defined risk reward, I always want to set stops. And I recently forgot to set a stop on CLOV, a profit stop. And I'll show you guys on CLOV in a second. CLOV had a huge move to the upside a few days ago, and I didn't sell there because I wasn't online. Now with SFT, I always say this, this was a support line bounce trade. So I was buying basically a range here, and I wanted to buy the low of this range and sell in the high of this range. And the only one I missed was down here because I didn't have funds available. This was horrible. I was like, okay, there's a really good chance that we might have another quick flash sell-off here. This is a massive buy opportunity. It happened, and I was like, no, I don't have funds available in my Roth IRA account. It was so painful, so I had to watch this whole big move up. Obviously, I was on board with it, but I didn't get that nice low entry, which whatever. Perfect low, perfect high is not the goal, but it could have worked if I just had funds available. So that was kind of annoying. Anyway, then we go into this like 3-month long consolidation phase of just nonsense. And then eventually we have a big breakout here on earnings. And this happened super, super fast, extended hours. And what I did was I just had a limit order placed there from many weeks ago. I don't even remember when I placed it. It might have been months ago. Because I always wanted to move past 10 and then sell somewhere in the 10s, mid to high 10s. That was always my goal. I put a sell order at 1069, and then it moved up here. And actually, if you go to the 1 minute, you can see this even better how it ended up playing out. We had a big breakout here, a little bit of a flag pattern. If I was watching, maybe I would have tried to squeeze out a few extra percent, runs up another 4%. But it all happens when I was offline. So if I didn't place this limit order ahead of time, I would have never been able to capitalize on this. And look, it's been selling off ever since. So that would have been super, super depressing. So that was CLOV. One of my mid sizes here, only $3,000 size. Value is the dollar size, and then amount is the share size. So this was a 30% return, so pretty nice. And with CLOV, this was a much bigger size, $10,000. So let's talk about CLOV. And right here, right away, let me just point out where I would have had that limit order. That was right here in the 9s to 10s. I wanted to put a sell limit order right where we had this shoulder. I talk a lot on this channel about shoulders. Right here, I wanted to put a limit order. God, yeah, I forgot, and boom, same thing. Big move to the upside and then sold off. And I was like, no, that was the move I was waiting for. So I ended up, surviving through this whole mess when I could have made a second trade out of it. This could have been a second trade. I would have bought it again back down here, and then this would have been a second trade, nice 20% move again. So it was just like, it kind of bothered me. This time, did the same thing, had a limit order, chilling there, and pre-market today, I was looking at the gappers, and then bring, it went off, and I was like, oh man, CLOV just sold, and I sold right here at 962. So right near this high. Again, I left money on the table, but you just don't know, and it's been selling off so far ever since. So I sold CLOV and I sold SoFi pretty much the same way. They're both support line bounces. We've been talking about it in the Discord for nonstop for weeks. I've been posting it on Twitter, so you guys know all about these trades, nothing new. The trade you guys probably don't know about so much is OTLY. I had some funds available at Robinhood. I literally only had $1,000 in Robinhood, so I did a small trade on OTLY. Unfortunately, this ticker, oh, you guys are probably wondering, Alex, are you going to buy back CLOV? Probably at one point. I probably will. Yes. OTLY. The thing about this one, I felt like there was a really good move on here, and there was. And I ended up buying this one right in this area. Now, remember, this is on Robinhood where I'm doing it, so you don't see my entries and exits. But I was buying this one here, and my goal was to get a pop back to 20. I felt like there was good risk reward on this one. The problem is this was my risk line right here. So if we popped under this risk line, I was out. And that's unfortunately what happened. So I got shaken out, and then boom, it literally moved into where I would have sold. So we could have walked away with, like, I don't know, between 7 and 9% profit, depending on where I would have got out. And then it sold off. So my goal on OTLY is to maybe do a similar trade, not in terms of like strategy, but I'm looking to buy some support. So I don't know if this is going to have a huge sell-off, but I would like to accumulate OTLY, ideally well under 17, maybe under 16 before the earnings, because I feel like this has been a huge sell-off. And even if the earnings are horrible, I'm not sure how much lower this is going to go. And if they're good, this could be a really good pop back to the upside. So OTLY, first of all, I love it as a company. And their chocolate milk is delicious. Second of all, I think it's a really good trading opportunity with pretty good risk reward. I think even if the trade went south and you were a new trader and you hated cutting losses, I still think that OTLY, if you just held it long enough, you would probably end green at one point. I don't know, that's like a crazy thing to say, and this is obviously not investment advice, but that's how I kind of go about it. I love good risk reward trades, and to me, OTLY looks like a good risk reward trade. Anyway, guys, that's probably what I'm going to be looking at tomorrow, so we'll see. Remember, Discord, the swing trade section in the Discord, that's where I'm trading, or I'll be mentioning it. Not to mention, if you do see an OTLY trade pop up here, you'll see it as well. If you guys want to just go to see only my open trades, just go to trades and then click open and click apply, and you'll see all my open swing trades right here. Remember, this only gets updated once a day, because I update it once in the morning. So that's everything for this video. I hope you took away something, with defining your risk reward and setting those limit orders ahead of time. Not if you're, let's say, a trend follower, obviously, but if you're, looking for a really defined move and you're going to be traveling and you're going to be upset if the price reaches that target and sells off, place those sell limit orders, because I can't tell you how many times I've been super upset with myself because I forgot to place a sell limit order, and it would have been the perfect way to handle the trade. Now, obviously, if the trade keeps going up to the upside and you sell, you're going to be upset, but that wasn't your goal, right? That's the thing. If that is your goal, set the sell limit order. If that's not your goal and you're like investing, you want to hold it for 1, 2, 3 years, obviously don't put a limit order. But that's what I wanted to talk about here. Have a goal, trade your goal, and make it simple. And especially if you're traveling or on the road. All right, guys, that's everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a like if you did enjoy. It's the easiest way to support the channel. If you're totally new, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you on the channel. We'd love to see you in the comment section. We'd love to see you in the Discord. And like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.